with Coach Beasley to do a postseason volleyball interview. So, Coach Beasley, how do you feel about the overall season?
I think the overall season went good. Our wins and loss record didn't show, quite what I wanted to, but it's not all about that. I thought we grew as teammates, and there's always room for improvements.
So, speaking of improvements, what improvements did you see throughout the season?
I saw us grow as teammates and work harder and harder every single day.
And what are you looking forward to next season?
Next season, I'm just looking forward to more girls coming out for the team, getting better, and working hard.
And lastly, what do you want to say to your team?
8th graders, have enjoyed coaching you all. I'm very proud of you. Good luck in high school, and off-season starts in the spring.
Okay, everybody, go Knights!
Go Knights!
Go Knights!
Hey, Apple Valley Knights, I'm Armando, and welcome back to our 8th episode of Nightly News this year.
Hello, I'm Johnny, and tomorrow the girls and boys basketball will have their 7th game at Kent. And if you didn't know, that is the school Coach Ledford is now coaching basketball at. Also, boys wrestling will have their 7th match versus Kent.
Since we're going into a new season, AVMS will be selling bracelets for $10 that grant you access into any AVMS event for free. Go see Miss Reed for bracelets and information.
But that's all of us for now. Make sure to stay healthy and eat your fruits and vegetables. Let's make this a Grand Slam year.
Go Knights!
Good morning, Apple Valley. I'm Pinky, your Apple Valley meteorologist, and this is not Rainbow. This is Princessa.
Hey, it's me, Princessa. We also have a special guest. Introduce her, Pinky.
Okay, so this is Priscilla. She's besties. She's part of the besties, okay? And she's besties with Miss Vieira too. Ask her if you don't believe me.
Anyways, we need to tell them the weather.
Speaking of the weather will be high 30s to upper 50s and 60s.
Well, that's all we have time for because it's commercial time.
Don't forget to listen to layers
and go Knights!
Good morning, Apple Valley. I'm Audrey here with Nightly News, and today we have, what do I call you? Mr. or Senator Edwards?
Senator Edwards.
Okay. Well, welcome, Senator Edwards.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. How long have you lived in the area?
I've lived in Henderson County most all of my life. I went to school here, raised a family here, operated a business here.
Hey Knights, I'm Shelby, and Senator Edwards, we were wondering, what's the difference between a state senator and a U.S. senator?
That's a good question. A lot of folks get that confused. A U.S. senator represents North Carolina. Our North Carolina senators represent North Carolina in Washington, D.C. on federal government matters. A state senator, which is the office I currently hold, represents a specific district in North Carolina, in Raleigh, regarding state matters.
So I have two questions. What does your job entail, and what is the most enjoyable part?
Those are two totally opposite answers. What the job entails is listening to people in the district that I represent, which currently is Henderson, Transylvania, and Buncombe County, and going to Raleigh and voicing the opinion that I hear back at home in making laws and in drawing up policy for North Carolina. And then one of the most substantive pieces is in putting together a budget for North Carolina, which means we decide how much of the taxpayers' money to collect and then how that gets spent. To answer the second part of your question, the part that I enjoy most is getting to help people back here at home. About 90% of what I do is off of the Senate floor. And that means folks call my office often. They call me regularly and say, I have a particular problem with a state agency or some other entity. Can you help me? And it's very rewarding to get to help people using the office in which I've been entrusted.
So do you ever go to Washington, D.C., and have you ever met anyone famous on Capitol Hill?
The answer is yes and yes. I go to Washington, D.C. three times a year, usually for various conferences. I was there about 2 months ago for an energy environmental conference. About a month before that, I went to meet our U.S. legislators regarding a matter that was important to folks right over in Transylvania County. And probably the most famous folks that I've met on Capitol Hill would be U.S. Senators Burr and Tillis.
That's really cool. So, what are your future hopes for our district?
I'd like to see a district that where we enjoy the freedoms that America provides. It seems that government is more and more trying to restrict the way that we live. And then I'd like to see opportunities for young people like you. Great education opportunities, choices for really good jobs as you grow up and want to start your own families in order to live the lifestyle that you choose. That's my wish for the district.
And do you remember middle school? Do you have any stories from middle school?
Oh my goodness, I do remember middle school. I went to rugby. I was actually amongst the first class to ever go to rugby. Probably two quick stories that I remember vividly. One is I was a wrestler, and we were having an intramural tournament out on the gym floor where most of the school was watching, and I was wrestling. And a friend of mine today that slammed me back and knocked me out cold when my head hit the floor. That's probably the most memorable moment. And then one I can't forget either was Mr. Lemons. Myself and a friend were pitching pennies against a wall. We didn't realize that was wrong. And so Mr. Lemons came up and tapped me on the shoulder with a paddle and took me out in the hall and used it on me. So I don't think I pitched pennies since.
Well, those are very interesting stories.
Yeah.
So, where did you go to college, and what did you go to college for?
I went to Blue Ridge Community College, right here in Henderson County, and I was working as a crew kid behind the counter at McDonald's at the time, and I thought that I would have an interest in business, and so I went to Blue Ridge Community College, taking business courses, which has just turned out invaluable over my life because ultimately I own my own business.
Do you have any plans for retirement?
I can't imagine being retired. I meet so many folks whose goal is to retire. I enjoy work. I enjoy being active, and I just can't imagine a time when I don't wake up with a purpose, with something to go do. So retirement's not in my mind right now.
So thank you so much for being here, Senator Edwards. It was great having you here in the Valley. All right, and go Knights!
Go Knights!
Go Knights!
Good morning, Apple Valley. Welcome to your nightly news.
In the morning. Today is Monday, December 13th.
And tomorrow
No,
is...
Aaron. Nobody cares about tomorrow.
I do.
Just don't.
Just fine. So great to have everyone back to school this morning. And tomorrow's Tuesday. Ha!
Gah! Guess what? Mr. Nossen's lead is having a habit review this week, so be sure to tune in.
And of course, to make sure to show night pride by participating in after-school activities like games and clubs. Wrestling and basketball are underway, so come and watch.
So, Aaron.
Absolutely not.
Come on.
Mary.
Aaron. Anyways, make sure to dress up for the 13 days of winter celebration.
Today is Winter Blues White Day. And tomorrow is...
Aaron, stop.
This is necessary.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. All right, you know what? Screw it. Tomorrow's Jingle Ball Day. Then dress in your favorite holiday character, dress lounge or fancy, and then ugly sweater. Okay, done.
You're gonna make yourself suffocate. Bah humbug.
Anyways, Knights, make sure to have a supercalifragilisticexpialidocious rest of your week. Go Knights!
Good night.
Live long and prosper.
Say hi to the camera. We do a little fun dance.
Guys, say hi to the camera!
Say hi. Hi to the camera.
Hi.
Welcome to the 3rd annual Apple Valley Student Holiday Trivia Competition. We have participants from 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. We will be asking them a few holiday questions. So the first one. Buddy the Elf sticks to the 4 main food groups. Candy, candy canes, candy corn, and what else?
Syrup.
Correct. In Home Alone, where did the McAllisters go? Wrong. Yes, Paris, you're correct.
Wait,
Okay.
Florida?
Not Florida.
Because that girl from Paris.
Alright, what's Rudolph's dad's name?
Vincent. Mr. Rudolph.
Wrong. Mr. Rudolph. It's Donner. I remember. Alright. In the movie The Grinch, he was described as 3 words. What were they? No. They all start with S.
Steal. Stink.
Stink is one.
Oh, yeah. Stank.
Yes, that's the last one. Stunk. Yes, okay. Which country started the tradition of putting up a Christmas tree?
France. No. Wait, that's not
Yes,
a country.
Germany. She got it right.
France is a... Wait.
How in the world did you know that?
She's smart like that.
What do most people traditionally put on the top of their Christmas tree?
A song.
Angel. Yes, correct. Not surprised. I mean, a lot of people do, but. Which popular Christmas beverage is also called milk?
Eggnog?
Yes, correct.
Did you guys do this online or something?
No.
How do y'all know these?
I just watch a lot of Christmas movies.
Alright, this is a true or false question. The song Jingle Bells was written specifically for Christmas. True or false?
False.
Yes. You're correct, it was false. What was it originally written for Thanksgiving?
I don't know. I didn't look it up.
Look it up! Okay. What are you supposed to do when you find yourself under mistletoe?
Kiss.
Correct. What words follow Silent Night in the song? Alright, Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas, he's going to have a blank Christmas.
Red.
Blue. Blue Christmas. Have you ever listened to it?
Yeah, I heard that song. I'm guessing college.
Alright. What do the other reindeers not let Rudolph do?
Play reindeer games.
Play reindeer games. Correct. Thank you.
Quiet on set. 5, 4.
Roman, do you want to go exercise?
Nah, man, I don't need exercise.
Roman, you need to stay healthy and sharpen your saw.
I guess, but I don't have the energy to just go to just Let's go exercise.
Well, sharpening the saw is not just about exercising, it's about staying healthy.
Good point. I'll start working on that.
You can start working on that by exercising with me. Go
Go
Knights!
Quiet on set. 5, 4.
Hi, I'm Mr. Schuler, and this is my trash tree. My message is simple: don't trash the holidays. All the trash from this display was collected on campus. And as you can see, it's quite a lot. So once again, my message is very simple. Please stop throwing your trash all over the campus, you guys. All this stuff is plastic, and plastic is a substance that the earth can never digest. All the plastic that has been created still exists. What's going to happen to this bottle is it's going to break down into increasingly small pieces. It's going to get into the French Broad River, and then it's going to go to the Atlantic, where fish and marine mammals will eat them, and then they will die. There is an incredible amount of plastic all over the oceans of the world, and it is not going away until someone cleans it up. So this holiday season, please pick up your trash, and if you see someone else throwing their trash on the ground, just say, hey, don't do that. Thanks for listening.